It's been a while, but it's good to be back. How's it going, everybody? My name's Chris Tendo, and welcome to episode 1 of Super Mario RPG. I am so sorry that I left all of you waiting. I am so sorry. There was no excuse for the reason why my next Let's Play had to have taken as long as it did to come out. But we're here. It feels good to be back. Why do you say we start this off with a bang? So, immediately, this is going to be the first RPG that I have ever played for the channel, and honestly, it was one of the first RPGs I've ever played outside of something like the likes of Pokemon, for instance. Just getting into the basic battle system here. It's a turn-based battle system, very simple. They don't throw anything too crazy at you right off the bat. Our first enemy here is a Terrapin, and all we have is our basic attack. Pretty self-explanatory. But it's not just like Pokemon where you pick an attack and then you go. There's a little bit more to it, as you saw with that exclamation when I attacked. This game introduced something that the Paper Mario series, at least in the beginning, jumped right onto, and it's timed hits, a way for you to stay engaged in the turn-based combat and get rewarded for doing so. If you can press the attack button at the proper time, this game indicates it with an exclamation point, then you will do bonus damage as indicated by a longer attack animation. See, Mario does a little uppercut right there. Yes, enemies can come in more than groups of just one. This game is a little bit harder than that. But this would be a perfect time for me to show off another ability that we have. I technically got it wrong by saying we only had our attack, but we actually have our specials. I was mistaken. We have right now only the jump move. The jump move is Mario's best move in the entire game. I will get into that later. We're still in the tutorial right now, but we are very thankful that the remake version, yes, Mario RPG is a remake of a Super Nintendo game of the exact same name, but with the remake comes so many quality of life changes. I love the remake so much because of what it added, but the original still has its merit. Trust me, we are going to get into the original comparisons a lot. For now, the game tells us right here before selecting a move, stomp foes, press A just before the hit. So let us do that. I do believe that you can press Y. I actually think that in the settings menu, the game will let you choose, do you want to press the Y button or any button, or do you want to only press A? I believe that this is because that's how it was done in the original, so it's a setting for original players versus remake players. Well, we can check that later. But for now, push A just before the hit. Okay. I can't believe I did that, literally in episode 1. So you have to follow through by selecting it with the Y button, which again, I think is something that's in the settings menu. We'll go into that. Let's try that again. Confirm it by pressing Y, and now we're gonna press A right before the hit. Pretty simple. You might be asking yourself, well, why would we want to jump when our basic attack doesn't cost any FP? I totally forgot to mention that attack costs FP. We'll get into that later. Can you tell I'm a little rusty? I'm so sorry. Well, crap. Looks like it's point of no return. Already episode 1. Wow, the final boss must be like right around the corner. Princess? Princess, I didn't know you forgot to wear, never mind. And right off the bat, our second enemy type is Bowser himself. Or prepare yourself for the great beyond. So, realistically, this is where I probably should have gotten into a few more mechanics of the game, but Bowser himself is not a threat. Obviously, he's a tutorial enemy, but he is quite literally not our threat. We can attack him all we want, and it'll take a long time because he has a massive HP pool. Our real enemy is the chandelier behind him. Using a little bit of strategy, we can whoop this thing way quicker than we can Bowser. I want to just show off the flower symbol and the number 3 next to the jump command. That is our FP cost. It will go over, it is essentially our magic points. We will go over all the FP costs for all the spells that we get as we get them, but right now 3 FP, our current total is 10 FP. We can use this a total of 3 times. Pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of like PP in Pokemon, but instead of a move having its own pool, it is all gathered from a massive pool that Mario and his party will have. So we're gonna jump on the chain. Wow, 1 HP. Bowser, you might want to sharpen those claws, buddy. But that actually gets into another thing I want to talk about. Not only can we time our attacks, but if you can do it, unlike me apparently, you can also time your defense. This is going to be the most crucial thing of the game. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I can't seem to get the timing on that. Doesn't matter though. 2 jumps and the Kinklink or Chandelier, I think that's the name of it, goes down. No! It's a chain reaction. Hang in there, Chandelier. Yeah, Chandelier, that's what it is. I'm holding on the skin of your teeth. Whatever you do, don't let go. Aye. Coming, Mario. Oh, so forward. Fight, Mario. Fight. I can't fight if it's breaking on its own. How do I fight this? Well, game over. Sorry, guys. Episode 1 was as long as the new Let's Play was gonna go for. Wahaha! Did you think I was gonna give her to you? You're always in my way. This is it. I'm gonna take you out, Mario. Funga foiled again. I don't know what funga is. It must be his like onomatopoeia for like phooey. I love that. I want a shirt that says funga. Oh, Mario, you saved me. I was so... Oh, that was not at all what she said. Let's get out of here. Eek! Mario, the whole castle's shaking. Yeah, I feel that, princess. You don't have to tell me. Oh my gosh, I can't do a Toad voice. Hey Mario, lots of people use something called a door to go in and out of their houses. Anyway, I came by to pick up Princess Peach, since she's a bit late. How do I tell him? And with that, now we officially start our adventure. I'm just gonna take a quick cut here, because I gotta go check something real quick. I am sorry. Sorry about that. Of course, I start episode 1 of my new long-awaited series, and somebody knocks on my door. Okay. Actually, we want to go back into Mario's house. This is one of many, many changes that were added to the remake. In Mario's house, you now have a storage box that was not in the original version. This is insane because not only in the original, if you had a full inventory, you couldn't pick up any more items, but also you didn't have a way to organize those items. Now, if you have too much in your inventory, which yes, there is now an inventory limit to how many items or how much of a certain type of item you can hold. But if you carry too much of one thing, it goes right here into the storage box. But I don't feel like saving the princess. I'm kind of tired. Yep, you can actually fall asleep, and I believe this gives you a full HP and FP bar, essentially acting as like a free inn. But that's pretty much all there is to do in Mario's house. There's some wrenches. I don't know why I forgot what a wrench was. There's a cuckoo clock. There's another set of Mario's clothes, which pretty much tells us... Actually, you know what? He might have more clothes in here, because I was gonna say, does Mario only have 2 overalls, 1 shirt, and 3 hats to wear? That's kind of sad. And he also seems to have a pillory of some sort. God forbid what that's used for. Anyway, back on out, there's one more detail. This used to be called Pipe House in the original. I would imagine to avoid making it sound like Mario was a crack dealer, they changed it to Mario's house. I'm not even gonna attempt to a Toad's voice. Okay, yes I am. Hey, I thought I saw Princess... I thought I saw the princess was here with you. Mario, so where is she? Mario? What's with the silent treatment? You're not telling me something. It's Bowser again, isn't it? Oh no, here we go again. Mario, would you please bring her back like you always do? Mario, I forgot something important. If you get knocked out, you'll wake up at the last place you saved. But guess what? On this adventure, you'll save automatically wherever you go between areas. Yes, that is one more thing that the remake added because the SNES was not powerful enough for autosaves, but we live in modern times, so now there's an autosave feature. It'll save all the time, so if worse comes to worse, you won't lose too much progress, am I right? You can also hop on this thing to save, just like the good old days. Yep, there are still manual saves, which even though I mostly use the autosave feature, I still never turn the game off without using one of these. Use them however you like. They're great for taking a break from your adventure. That's everything important I can think of. Now go get yourself to Bowser's Keep. That all? That all you got to tell me? Okay, cool. So there's actually a few things that we're gonna want to go over. Just little Easter eggs and secrets, but mostly how the save block works. First, you're gonna jump on it. And you can see here, there's a neat little save screen. Like I said, you could never touch this and you'll be fine. The autosave feature works really well. But just to show it, that's how you save. You get your FP, coins, stars, time, everything that's on there. However, there is a neat little secret with this. First, we're gonna hop off just so I can show it. So for this secret, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna hop on a save block. And when it says, overwrite the data, say no. Say it 10 times. I think this is 10. Now, when you overwrite the data, I want you to watch Mario. He does a little pose. So there is a bit of an Easter egg here. If you notice, Mario's got his legs crossed over, his arms out, and he's making a little stink face. If you watch the opening cutscene, you should see that this is essentially Mario imitating the giant sword that just crashed through Bowser's castle. There is another one that we can do here. You're gonna do exactly what I did, but you're going to do it 11 times. So actually, I think we have to hop off the save block. Jump, Mario. Okay, so we're gonna do this again, but we're going to do it 11 times. There we go. If you do it 11 times, then Mario will look all sad, and my guess is that he's upset that you can't make up your mind? Sure, we'll go with it. This was an Easter egg that was even in the original version of the game as well. Now, it doesn't just have to be 10 or 11 times. One of them is an even number of times, and one of them is an odd number of times. I'm kind of flying off the seat of my pants here because my tablet is dead, so I don't have my note sheet directly in front of me. So on screen right now, I'm going to put which pose happens for even and which pose happens for odd. But you could do that as many times as you want, as long as you've said no 10 times. Then you can do the poses for as many evens and as many odds as you can. Fun little Easter egg right here. Okay, back to the adventure. This is the map screen. Right now, we only have one location to go, but when you exit an area from either side, you don't have to always follow through the way that the world is laid out. When you're on the map screen, you can travel anywhere that you want to go. As Toad said, we should probably go back to Bowser's castle and save the princess. That's concerning. I'm sure we can take it on. Halt! Who goes there? A trespasser? This castle now belongs to us, the Smithy Gang. We have big plans, and this is the first step in them. I cannot read today, I'm so sorry. If it weren't for nosy characters like you, we'd practically own this world. So let's see you deal with this. And with his habababs, he creates an earthquake that shatters the bridge, essentially meaning we have no way to Bowser's castle. Man, I love that shot. We can actually return to Vista Hill and see something that most people don't see. That's it. You can just see a little cutscene of Mario going, "Screw you!" to the big sword guy again. But we're gonna want to go back to Mario's pad, as it's the only other place that we can go, and figure out what the heck to do here. Okay, I have seen the Blair Witch Project. Mario, get the hell out of the basement. No, I'm kidding. You're back so soon. Did you forget something? No. What happened then? Mario, this is no time for charades. The bridge to Bowser's Keep is out. Just wonderful. We must inform the Chancellor of the Mushroom Kingdom at once. Let's go, Mario. Even like my charades. Let's save again. I just habit every time I see a save block. Let's just save real quick. No need to press it 10 times. Okay. To the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oops, excuse me. Oh, that bump on your head reduced your HP level. One of the Mushroom Kingdom's famous items ought to perk you right up. Toad, are you giving me Fent? Oh no, a mushroom. Okay, thank God. Technically, that's still a drug. Whenever you want to use an item to get some of your HP back, press X.
Eating mushroom can give you a boost whenever you're feeling tired. Now why did I rush back? I had something to tell you. Ach, I remember. I came to warn you there were monsters in Mushroom Way. I had just barely made it back here in one piece. Mario, please do something. Perhaps I can help you. Do you know about action commands?
I kind of already went over it, but you know what? For the sake of the Let's Play, let's say we don't.
Okay, allow me to explain. First, we'll enter a battle. Timing is important.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that voice for this. It's kind of hurting my throat. Timing is important in battles. I'll show you what I mean. First, push A. Hold it. I love that there's just an infinite shot of Mario getting ready to deck a poor Goomba in the face. Now hit A as the attack hits. Good timing. When successful, your damage increases. Press A with perfect timing and your attack will damage the surrounding enemies too. Hit A as enemies attack too. Good timing. If your timing is perfect, you'll take no damage. And he's not kidding about that. Perfect timing is, well, frame perfect, but it can really be a benefit throughout the game. There is imperfect timing, which is still pretty close and will reduce the damage. But something that Toad doesn't tell you here, at least I hope he's not about to say it, is that there is good timing for attacking and perfect timing, which yet again is frame perfect, but will do even more damage than just a good timed hit. But action commands won't save you from attacks that hit your whole party. Yes, so there are commands and other attacks that we'll be getting into actually really soon here. I will go far more in depth into that. Now try a special move by pressing Y. Push A here. Good timing. Depending on the move, sometimes you'll have to do more than just press the A button. So keep an eye out for that. By the way, each time you nail an action command, this action gauge will fill up a little. When the action command gauge reaches 100%, then your enemies better watch out. So look forward to that. This is also brand new into the remake. Right now, it's actually the only time where it's going to do something unique. The minute we start getting more party members, though, we'll go into the changes. The more successful action commands you do, the higher the number will go. If you do it 2 or more times in a row, some buffs will start to kick in. So there's like multipliers and stuff that'll start boosting it even higher. For you, Mario, the action gauge will fill faster as power wells up inside. I know that's a lot to take in, but never fear. If you press B during the battle and select help, you can go over any of this again. You can even see the explanation outside of battle by selecting help from the menu. Don't forget don't forget it's there, okay? Okay, back to the Toad voice.
And there you have it. Now you stand a fighting chance against those monsters. Now why did I rush back? I had something to tell you. That's right, we need to tell the Chancellor about Peach. I'll see you over at the Mushroom Kingdom. Just in case, take these with you.
We got 3 more mushrooms. Toad really is our drug dealer. Yeah, let's go sleep. So if we look at our HP, we can see that it did go down when he ran into us, but to avoid using up a mushroom, I say that we sleep right here and... Come on, Mario. Woo! Call it an episode. I just want to say, it really does feel good to be back. If there are any old viewers that have stuck with the channel in their subscription box all these years, or anybody new, God, I hope new people are seeing this video given the amount of work that I'm putting into the series. I just want to say thank you. The hiatus was a mixture of a lot of things. some stuff at home that took my attention. To avoid ending on a bad note, a very, very bad 5-year seasonal depression. We won't get into that. But I've had the support of some very, very great people in my life recently. I have moved out on my own, and I have a delightful roommate that has been helping me just with the entire process of getting back into YouTube, but also the creation of this series and many reviews that I have planned for my main channel. I just want to say thank you to anybody that is helping support this series and support me growing from this point onward. I promise you there won't be any more hiatuses unless I don't know, wind up in the hospital for some reason. Anyway, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario RPG, we will venture out to Mushroom Way and make our way to the Mushroom Kingdom to inform the Chancellor. With that, basically another Mario plot has kicked off. I mean, he won't be surprised. See you guys then.